Hello, 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 and welcome to another conversation. This is the Conversation with Stevie. It is the place where we uncover the why behind the what of what people do. I am Dr. Stevie Mills, and I am really excited about helping my clients who are Christian women entrepreneurs to make sure they're using their knowledge and expertise to make money online. And I do that because God has given us each a gift, and I believe we should monetize it so that we can live the life we love. Today, I have an extra special guest. Her name is Lucille. Hey, Lucille, how are you?
Hi, Dr. Stevie.
Yay. I'm super excited that you're here. I know so much about your brand, your business, your marriage, all the great things. But I know there are people who may not know about it. So I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself because I believe the greatest introduction one can do is of themselves.
Oh, well, fantastic. Well, hello, everybody. My name is Lucille Reddic, as she said, from Dallas, Texas, and I am the Marriage Connection Coach. I have written a new book called That Secret Sauce, Essential Ingredients for Creating an Exceptionally Happy Marriage, where I talk to women. It could be for anybody, though. There are tips in there for everyone. But my target audience is wives. And I give them some tips, suggestions. I share a few stories about my 37-year marriage, and just praying that we can help women to avoid the life disruption of divorce and hang in there and stay with their families, keep their families together. So that's primarily what I do. I coach women, married women.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And I do not want to gloss over what you said because I understand that most marriages don't have the longevity of yours. So I definitely want to talk about that and what makes you an expert in your business because, first off, you have been able to grow through over 30 years of marriage. That's beautiful. Congratulations to you and your husband. And so
thank you.
Talk to us about that. How has this marriage journey been for you?
Oh, my goodness. It has not been what I thought it would be because when I grew up, I didn't have a lot of marriages to look at and model behind. My mother was divorced probably about when I was in third grade. I know that I spent the summer with my aunt, but when I returned home, my parents were divorced. So the ups and downs of marriage have been challenging, to say the least. But I'm so grateful to the Lord that He kept my marriage together in spite of me. And I do mean in spite of me, because there have been times, many times, and as any married woman can tell you, there are times when we don't like our husbands, let alone love them. And we want to, throw in the towel, hang up our shoes, throw up the deuces, whatever you want to say. We want out because things are rocky. I don't like him. He's not doing what I want him to do. This is not working for me. Whatever, adjectives you want to put with it, but we want out. And so just being able to pray through all of those ups and downs and to get on the other side. But what I do want to share with you is that the Lord placed some amazing women in my life along my journey to help me see things a different way. And those women, 3 women in particular, came at different times in my life. They were older than me, a few of them. Some of them are my same age. Some of them co-workers, some of them people that I went to church with. So in different aspects of my life, and they talked me down off the ledge and helped me have a different perspective on things. And I'm so thankful that they did because I was able to just hang in there and see things a different way. And here we are, 37 years, still kicking.
Wow.
So that's my goal. Is to just come alongside women and be the thing that the Lord provided for me, that disruption, somebody to say, hey, let's look at this a different way.
I love that because a lot of people in coaching, they do it on theory, and you have done it in practice. Not only, do you have the expertise to put in a book, but you also have lived through this journey. And so tell us some more about what your book is about.
Oh, well, my book has 7 chapters, and I talk about communication. I talk about love language. I talk about physical touch. We touch on prioritizing time with your mate. We talk about finances. Honey, we talk about it all in those 7 chapters. I tried to touch on what I thought were the most pressing things that had been pressing for me and that I thought would resonate with women that are married now, younger women. Maybe they've been married 10 years or less. And these are the questions usually that in my ministry at church, working with women, that they reach out and ask me the most. So those were the things that I tried to touch on.
That's awesome. I love it. Such a great hand book that people need. They need to know this stuff. And even as somebody who's preparing to get married, we know that, women who out here have not been married, they still need to know the ebbs and flows and things. So I just think it's incredible that you put this in a book. And I think it's also incredible that you are here to guard women from being as hurt as they could be. Because, right, divorce is not something that we go in looking for in marriage. I've never been married, but I'm sure that people don't go in on that happy day with divorce on their mind. And so I think if you have opportunity to get coached by Miss Lucille and you're in a marriage or you're planning a marriage, then it's incredible for you to do so and make sure that you reach out to her. And we'll definitely get her contact information in a few moments when we wrap up. So go ahead and get your pen and pad or get ready to type or whatever you need to do so you can make sure to jot it down. But one of the questions I want to ask you is a question that's signature to this platform, and really it's all about a fill-in-the-blank question. And so the question that I have goes like this. Dr. Stevie, we cannot lead the conversation today without everyone knowing, and then just fill in the blank.
All right. Great question. Dr. Stevie, we cannot lead the conversation today without me saying that prayer was so important for my journey. I know we may be talking to some people who are, I'm a Christian. That's what my faith is. I believe in Jesus. And I know we may be talking to women who have a different faith. And so I'm not saying that you have to have my faith, but I am saying that if you pray to whoever it is you pray to, that I believe what the scriptures say, that prayer truly, truly changes things. And I am a living testimony that prayer has changed my life. It changed my life and my marriage for the better. And I am reaping the benefits, and the people around me are reaping the benefits too. So I want women to think about that your marriage is not just for you. It is also for your community. It is also for your children. It's also for friends, co-workers, for them to see the workings of God in a real relationship. So that is, I guess, my final take, that I wouldn't want to leave the conversation without saying.
Awesome, awesome. And so what do you think people need to look out for as far as it is a red flag in marriage? Would you say there's one particular thing that before you get married you need to make sure of so that you can have a successful marriage?
Well, I can't boil it down to one, but I do have 3 that when women ask me that I tell them. Would you like for me to tell you those
awesome.
3?
Please.
Okay. Well, I usually tell women that if you are a Christian, that I think it's important for you to evaluate the evidence of your future husband. Does he have enough evidence to prove that he is a Christian? And I'm not talking about just church attendance. It should be some evidence in his life. Does he talk about the Lord? Does he evaluate things? Does he talk about prayer? Does he pray? Do you see him handle things in a sacrificial way when it comes to you or his family or the people that he loves and honors? Number 2, is there evidence that he keeps his word in his financials? I'm not sure how people would get. I used to tell women, see if you can ask him about his financials, at least 6 months worth. If he will share that with you, and you guys can talk about it, you can see what the things are that is important to him. Does he pay his bills on time? Does he honor? And that goes to, does he honor his word? Because I believe that paying your bills, something you signed up to do, that's a matter of your word. That's you honoring your word. Does he spend a lot of money on, lotteries or different vices or whatever? That'll give you a true picture of what he's really like. And then number 3, this doesn't have to be a deal breaker, but if you are a neat person, I think you should evaluate, does he keep a neat home? And like I said, it doesn't have to be a deal breaker, but it's helpful, I believe, to know going in what you have to deal with. Because we have some people who are OCD, and that absolutely will drive them bananas. And so those are my 3 things that I used to tell women to look at.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And so, oh, my gosh, there is so much more that we can ask. And I definitely want people to come through and really connect with you. That's why we keep our programs here short, because y'all need to go ahead and reach out to Miss Lucille. Listen, I know that I have questions about marriage and pre-marriage and all stuff, because I want to make sure that I am walking into whatever decisions I make in my personal life in the best light. So if I have questions, I know y'all got questions. So definitely, Miss Lucille, can you give us your contact information, please?
Yes, I absolutely will. So I don't know if I'm saying the right word, handle or IG name is Lucie Speaks Life, and that's Lucie, LUCIE _speaks _life, or you could possibly just look it up through Lucille Reddic. On Facebook, it's Lucille Reddic, and on all of LinkedIn, Twitter, everything, Lucille Reddic. Now, I also have where I could give you the website where they could purchase the book. Is that okay, Stevie?
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the book is That Secret Sauce, and I told you it has the subtitle part to it. So that's what the website is, ThatSecretSauceBook.com. ThatSecretSauceBook.com.
Awesome and amazing. I love, love, love it. So thank you so much, Miss Lucille, for being here with us. You all go and get that book. You know you need that book in your life. Listen, it is going to be a help not only for those who are married, but those who are looking to get married, those who, God forbid, may be on the brink of divorce. You need to go ahead and get this so that we can make sure that your life is aligned in the way that God has intended it. I am Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills, super excited that we have had Miss Lucille be our guest today. Yay! And so if you ever want to catch up with me, you need some help outside of the show, just know how to spell my first name correctly, Stevii, Stevii. You can go to workwithstevie.com, workwithstevie.com. All right, so I always tell people to make it a great day. Don't have a great day. Make it a great day. Why? Because you, and yes, you too have the power to do so. Bye for now.
Bye.